Hey guys, you're watching the one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Stadium. Today, I'm hoping to finish off the monster truck circuit here, so then next episode we can move on to another centerpiece. I want to add a lot of color to the track, and we're going to do that by making colorful ramps. I want to remove the cameras that we've got hanging above on these two sort of rails, and instead have a full screen monitor setup in the middle so that the people sitting down can sort of see all different angles and stuff. I want to move these monster trucks. I was looking at some images of real monster truck stadiums, and they seem to line the monster trucks up like at one of the ends there, and when it's their turn they just drive out. And I want to get some sort of crushed cars in there as well and just sort of fill up some of the space. Oh, and these soul sand tire marks as well. I think it's going to work really well. So for the colorful ramps, it's a really simple setup actually. All we're going to be doing is we're going to be grabbing some clay, some different colored clay. So we're going to go with orange, pink, red, green. We've got a better blue than that. There you go, more brighter blue than the clay blue. Blue and yellow. So we've got three different types, or three different colors ramps here, because I'm going to use two colors for each one. And it's going to be really simple. All we're going to do is we'll go with orange, 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 and then pink. Oh, I've got the shaders on, I forget. So nice sometimes to have the shaders on, but not when I'm building. Okay, so yeah, then we can do all sorts of different colored ramps. And what we want to do is we want to have the same incline ramp as decline ramp in the same colors. So on this side, we'll go with pink, 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 and then orange, 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 orange. Now, on the side here, I don't really like how this looks. So what we're going to do is we're just going to sort of build up the side a little bit more so we don't end up with like air gaps and stuff like that. I don't think it really looks that good when you can sort of see through the sides of the ramps. But like that, just inhaled too much air then, nearly choked myself. We can do that, a different coloured ramp then on each one. We can do it at different inclines as well. For example, this goes up every 2 blocks. On this next one, we can make it a little bit sharper. So we can go with the red and green one for this one. And we can go up every single block. So we go, let's make ourselves a little bit more room here. And we'll go with red. Red, make sure it's still in line though, so the trucks don't have to go too crazy. Red, red and green. We'll go green, green, like that. So it's a little bit sharp of a ramp. This is the one that maybe they can do the backflips off. You know, there's always one monster truck guy that thinks he can pull off the backflip, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and it crashes spectacularly and everybody loves it. Oops, not there. Red, 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 and green. It's like a Christmas ramp. Okay, and there's like a little mound on the top there that could throw them off if they hit it just wrong. I think it looks pretty cool. Let's grab the podzol to go in there. And down there. And up the top here as well. We'll add, maybe not all podzol. There we go. Try and keep it a little bit sort of natural looking. There we go. Okay, I like that. Now, I'm going to do that on all of the ramps. While I'm away, I will also take this monster truck. And probably I might recolor it, or I might move it over to there, and I'll add some more, and we'll change the colors of them so we get like a bunch of different colored monster trucks. We might even be able to like change the stripe color or remove the stripe to make the monster truck look a little bit different from each other. Okay, I should be back. Alright, so I've got the colours of the ramps in. Ooh, I'm just sorting out the monster trucks now. I might add a white edging to each one of the ramps. I think that'll really make it pop out. We'll have a look at that after the monster trucks though. So, just trying to pick up everything. I've got all the doors down. I'm going to have to go around with all the item frames, but it's not actually that much. Also, I didn't know, but I can actually walk under these. That's such a cool sort of feeling, like being able to see all the suspension here. I love that. I think that's really, really cool touch. So let's just put down some different colors so we can have a red one. If we just like put down the block colors first, we can then go round, or I can go round off camera even, and put all the item frames on afterwards. So I like the red with the white stripes. I think that's really cool. Let's have a yellow one. I mean, why not? And we'll sort of see what colours work and what colours really don't. Because I'm sure there will be some that just don't work. This yellow one, for example, I'm not a huge fan of, but it might be the stripe that doesn't, sort of the white stripe doesn't work with it. We can have a green one. I mean, we might as well use the colours that we've got on our hotbar. What if we went with a two-toned green one, like a camouflaged one? That would be pretty cool. Hang on, let's try and do that one now, in fact. If we do that, carpet. Yeah. Carpet. We want the lime one as well. Oh no, the lime I changed. Yeah, the lime is that. Okay, clay. I've got that one. We want that one. So, the roof part is going to have to be entirely this carpet. Because I have no other carpet or anything that I can replace it with. However, that looks pretty cool actually. However, all of the other sort of green parts we can mix in this clay block with to hopefully sort of pull off a little bit of a camouflaged appearance. Is what I'm hoping. Oops. No, that does look pretty cool. I like that. I like that. Again, it needs the item frames and stuff on and the exhausts put back on the side. All right, let's go with the girly one. Let's go with the pink one. Not that I'm saying that all girls like pink, but it's just sort of a girly one. Is there a better pink than that? I mean, I got these ones, but I don't really like using those blocks. I've had some problems with those, so I tend to stay away from those a little bit. All right, now we're going to have to go with the clay pink then, or the magenta pink, which I've got already on my hotbar, typically. And this one, and I might go with a two-tone with a red. With this, instead of it being a white stripe down the middle, we might put a red stripe. I think that could be pretty nice. There. And I've already got a blue one jumping in the air, which is like a Bigfoot one, isn't it? So Bigfoot's the only one that I really remember. I don't really remember any of the other ones. So we'll go with, oh yeah, why not? Just a grey one. That could work too. Alright, so you guys see how that's going to go. I'll finish these off camera, I think, in a minute, because there's just too many item frames to go down, and we went through all that last episode, and I don't want you guys to get bored every time. But that, yeah, I like that collection of 5 and 1 up in the air. Okay, let's try this whole snow block white edging on the ramps. I think it'll just make them really stand out in a good way. There, and that one. This one I made wider. Oops, I had the sort of room to expand out on this one. And I know we don't have any crashed cars yet, like crushed cars, not crashed, crushed. There's 2 ways that we can do that. We can either try, which we will try, and make our own. Oh yeah, and this is the sort of side ramp one I done. I don't think I need any white on that, do I? We're going to try and make our own sort of sideways or crushed cars. I'm getting so muddled up today. It's really annoying me. That one. That one? Oh no, there. Yeah. Duh. Yeah, by using slabs and, I don't know, try and make them look like they're being run over a few times. Or we can just put down actual, like, flanged vehicles and say that they just haven't been crushed yet, like the event has just started. That could be the other way that we could do it. We'll try both methods. We'll see which one we prefer. Obviously, if we use the flanged vehicles method, they're actually going to look a lot more like the vehicles. But if we use any other method, we're going to have to be a little bit more creative about it. Yeah, I do like the white on the edge of the ramps. Really make it all stand out. And I like how the white overhangs on a few sections as well, like over here. I like that. I like that. I don't like it when the colour is overhanging, but I don't mind when the white's overhanging. Okay, that's all of them, right? Apart from the main big jump in the middle. This gap in the middle here is where I want the cars to be. So yeah. And I might put like a car on top of the smaller ramps as well. Oh, it looks so cool. Okay, so let's try a crushed car. In all honesty, I don't have my hopes set that high for this. But we'll grab that. We'll grab a button. We'll grab some slabs, although I don't think we're going to have the room to use them. We're going to have a car color. Let's just use red for the moment. We're going to need some glass, even if it just means sort of placing it around as if it's bust out. Oops. And some item frames, snowballs, etc. To hopefully give an impression like it was a car at some point. We'll grab a sign as well. Okay, this is going to be tricky. This is not going to be easy to do. Let's try 4 wheels first. We'll put the wheel caps, hubcaps on. And to make it look crushed, I would normally do the chassis at that level, right? So we get that little gap underneath it, but we can't. And if I put them down here, that means I can't actually put the blocks on top, otherwise the blocks float. So we're going to have to not have the blocks there. I'm going to put that one back to look like it's a little bit sort of mashed and crushed down a little bit. I can maybe get like some slabs in some of the spots. We shall get a little bit of a windscreen in here, and I might do some glass dotted around the side. I have to have 2 of them connecting, or like connecting to a block, otherwise they go in a square, and I don't think that really looks that good. And then we want something like this to make it look a little bit, you know, this has actually gone a little bit better than I thought. That doesn't look terrible, although I think it would be better on the side. Oh no, that we can have one like that. We can go over them. Yeah, you know, that doesn't look awful. Okay, let's try again. Let's do another one a little bit further down, so like they're driving over them long ways here. And on this one, we'll just go with 3 wheels. So one of the wheels has either popped off, or we can do the other wheel sitting. I can't put a button on the top. We'll do another wheel just out of the way, a little bit like it's been sort of broken off. We'll put some slabs down first. We'll go with another colour. Let's go with a green. Who has a green car anyway? Ooh, green cars. I've never been allowed a green car. My parents said if you have a green car, you're more likely to crash. I don't know what evidence they have to support that claim, but apparently that's the case. I think it's just them not liking the colour green, maybe, in my opinion. But, yeah, I'm not allowed a green car. We'll have the green up here. Is there anything else that we could do? Oh, I like that. Make a little hole there. Is there anything else that we can do to sort of make it look, or more car-like pieces? Oh, yeah, the signs. Like a front number plate crushed on there. Sort of. I don't know if I like that 100%. But we'll have one on there as well. We'll get some item frame for a rear light. And I'll do a front light like right in the middle. Snowball. What block aren't we going to use? I don't like the signs. So we'll just grab the redstone and we'll cover the signs up with that. So we'll have just a light like it's been squished. Like it's probably been mashed up and run over a few times. We'll have a back one in there. We'll have this one out here. Yeah. Okay, now I can see that. I can actually see that working a little bit. Let's put the wheel hub like that so it's sort of being turned and messed around. So that's option number 1. And that actually worked a lot better than I thought it would. Wow, why am I so red today? I'm like beetroot colour. I'm a little hot, but not that hot. Alright, and then option number 2 is using actual vehicles. I don't want to use Lamborghinis and stuff. I think that's a little bit too much. But anything like, I don't know, all these cars in here are actually quite nice cars. So we're just going to have to find some ones that look a little bit older. I think that's actually an old one, yeah. I don't want any of the, what are they called? Rainbow Dash. What's that? Is it not My Little Pony? Is it My Little Pony? I can't remember. No, it's not My Little Pony. Is it My Little Pony? I can't remember. You guys know what I mean, though. We've got those pony cars, Shadow Dash and Rainbow Flare in them. I'm not a brony. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know my terminology. Okay, so for this one, let's try putting these up the top here. They face that way, don't they? So we'll have one like, ooh, don't do that. Sit down there nicely. Good. And yeah, those 2 cars work really well. So yeah, we could do it like that if we wanted instead. Or we could do a mix of both. I really like the sort of crushed look of those ones. I think they look really cool. I know some of you are going to hate it because they look nothing like a car. But I'm sure some of you at least will hopefully be able to see the creative genius that I have here. Oh, I don't want them to be bouncing about. Oh, and I don't know, in all honesty, if when we do the schematic save of this, if the cars will save. I don't know. I doubt it, in all honesty. I doubt that they'll save. But that works really, really well. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let me finish off the colours of these monster trucks, and I should be back. Alright, so I've got all the monster trucks coloured up now. I think it looks really cool. I took some of the aerials away from some of them as well, just so they look a little bit different at a glance. I know they're exactly the same sort of shape and model and everything, but the colours make them stand out from each other, and then have some of them missing an aerial, I think helps as well. Let's get this soul sand down. I've been really excited on seeing how this looks, and I think what I want to do is I want to just have like 2 lines. Let's just carve out where we want them first. So I want this sort of going, it doesn't have to be perfect at all, like that, and then another one that comes around here, like that, and then comes down here, like that. So it's just giving you a rough idea on where the sort of track layout is. I'm hoping that this is going to work. I don't really know. This one I can have drag around and onto here and around this one, but then also splits up. I know it's a little bit wide there, doesn't matter, but also splits up this way, so it goes through here up onto that one and through here up onto that one. We can also have that coming down and curving back around here again. Just try and get like as many as you can in like routes that you think the monster trucks would go. So that way as well, it bounce up there. We can have them coming off here and over the cars. Like that. Join this one up to here. And the same over here. Now I think I'll be able to do this all in one hit, won't I? I'll be able to just fill in all of the air gaps with soul sand, because they don't get affected by gravity, so that shouldn't ruin anything. Like that. This one we can just do the soul sand by hand over this mound, I think. Yeah. Okay, I think that gives us a really good idea on how it's going to work. Oops, don't make too many big gaps though. We'll have it up here. Yeah, it's good to have a single gap in here now and again, but don't do like a string of no soul sand. Like that, as he's gone over sideways. That's already going over there. This one isn't joined up. We'll wrap that one around to there, I think. And probably straight on into where the monster trucks are currently. And this one. Oh, it's getting a bit closer. That doesn't matter though. Like that. And then over the last 2 middle parts here. Just in this little gap, isn't it? And I think that's about it. I'm sure there's some more little runs that we could add in, but that works quite well. So if we get rid of this, we do the wand, and I go from here. I don't know if did I get it all? I should have. From there, and then all the way over to there. Yeah, that should work well. I might have to do some soul sand stuff on top of the ramps as well for like the vehicles I didn't quite make it all the way over. We go from here to there. What is it? 88. Replace air with 88. Here we go. It's put all the soul sand tracks in for us. That works really well. Look, yeah, you can see exactly where they've been. So now, if we just do the same sort of things, actually over the ramps as well, there and here. The cars there are fine. Did you see me put those cars down? I don't know if you did see me put those cars down. I got cars on there now as well, in case you didn't see it. There and here. Doesn't matter if there's like one out of place like that. It looks quite nice, I think. Oh, I like it. We might even be able to do it very sparingly on the ramps as well, if we're really careful with it, especially on the grey one up the middle there. I think that could work quite well. Yeah, like this. Watch. If we go there, oops, here. See, I can only do it on every other one though. On these ones, I can't do them on the diagonals, unfortunately. Like that one, and that one. It sort of looks like the tire marks of going up there then. And it gets rid of just the plainness of it. I actually like the ramp like this. So we were really torn, or I was really torn, between making it like a solid sort of triangle. But I think I like the way that we've got it. I think I like that. Yeah, and then we can do the same on these as well. But really sparingly, like more occasionally than I think I've done there. That one and that one. That one and that one. Yeah. I actually really like that. Okay. Let's just finish it off then. There's not too many more to do. That one. And that one. As long as I can place them right. That one I'll leave blank. Oh, I could put some random ones in there, I suppose, but like this. Yep. And then there's only like a couple of more ramps to do. That one, that one, that one, and that one. Don't touch the cars. I placed the car down on top of a monster truck while I was away, while I was off camera, and it took me forever to break it. I don't know what happened. I couldn't find the hitbox, and it was freaking me out a little bit. But I got it in the end. I just had to like pretty much rebuild one of the monster trucks in its entirety. And then this one's the last one. Okay then. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. I think that is a really cool monster truck rally. We can see exactly where the monster trucks go. I think that's really cool. Let's finish off then with the episode with this monitor thing. It shouldn't be all that tricky. This might be a little bit of a longer episode than normal. I've got a feeling it probably is, but it doesn't matter. So we're going to take this one away. We're going to take this one away. We don't need these here. And then I want to have this. Where's the middle point? Right here. Oh yeah, there isn't an exact middle point. I think there is the pitch, but not to the stadium. I think that's as close to as we need to be. If we're one block out, it doesn't really matter. So we're going to have that all the way along. Like that. Is that the middle? That would have been a good guess if it was, wouldn't it? No, it's not. It's not perfectly in the middle anyway. Hang on, I can count this. That one, that one, that one, that one. That one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it was. Yeah, I was right there. Now, I want this to be a 4-way monitor, so it's going to be quite big. I want to have like a square in the middle here. It's so hard to see. These have like no color to them at all. Like that. I'm going to have to add some color on there to really help me be able to see these. And something like this. So a little like a little cube or squished cube to begin with. As a bit of a scaffolding for us to work upon. And then down the middle here. There and there. Okay. So that's now going to have a TV screen on all four sides at an angle, hopefully. So we might have to come out quite a way away so we don't end up sort of touching the monitors down below. So if I come way down here, and it would be that one and that one would be the corner ones if I wanted them to touch. If not, we'd have to move them out by one. Right? And then it'd come down here. This isn't going to be easy to work out. I might not do them leaning back. Yeah, I might not do them leaning back. So it's in line with that one to in line with that one. And then... Oops. Is that still in line? Yeah. And then this one goes out to there. So hard to follow. And then that one. Right. These screens go up 4 or 5 blocks high. That's 4. That's 5. I think I like 5. I can't put anything on them. The screens aren't big enough to put a score. Well, not that you need a score, but any information on it. So we're just going to leave them off. And up here we're going to have some redstone stuff to make it look like there's some electronics going up there, like we did with the cameras before that we just destroyed. But this just makes a little bit of a nice centerpiece, I think, to the area. Let's get these going across there. Oops. I done it 1 block too far in. This one. Am I still beetroot colour? Yeah, I'm still red. I don't know what's going on today with my skin colour. Maybe it's the light or something making me look really red. I might be just hot. And then add another one onto there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Excellent. So let's connect all these up to the middle now. And connect that up to there. And then we probably just want to make this look a little bit stronger. So we'll have that one, that one, that one, and that one. Yeah. I like that. Slabs. We'll go with some white slabs, I think. I don't want to go with more grey. We've already got enough grey up there. We're going to have to do something about that. We'll put these underneath and on top of the screens. What about some note blocks for like the music or sound effects, you know, all the alarms that go off and the sirens and stuff that makes the audience go crazy. I could put them in the corners, but then it fills it up. Hang on, note block. If I put them... How am I going to do this? This is going to be like the most horriblest way. Yeah, no, that works. That works okay. It's just tedious, isn't it, to be able to get them all on. There. This one. And this one. Now, colour up the top here. There's too much grey. We're going to have to do something about it. I don't know how we're going to do it, though. Do we just add... I think we just swap out a ring of them for a ring of colour. Nothing like too bright. Hardened clay would work. Cyan clay. It's still grey, but it's not that sort of no texture grey. This has no texture at all, does it? It's just literally light grey and nothing else. Works really well for modern builds and the street lights and shiny metal. But when it's clumped together so much like this, it sort of loses its effect. So we'll do it on the top as well, I think. Down here. And around there. Now, I can get some redstone torches. Maybe some comparators and repeaters and stuff like that on these. So if we just do something like this, I think that works pretty well. We'll stick some comparators on top. These won't be lit up or anything like that, but they just sort of look like they're controlling something up there. I think that's about good. I think I'm just happy on how that sort of is. And it can slide maybe back and forth. Yeah, okay. I really like that. That's going to do it for this episode. And it's going to do it for this arena. Not the series itself. I think next we'll be moving on to, I don't know, we can do a rugby one. That won't take long. We can do Quidditch. It was one of the ones that you guys thought would be a funny one. We could just do it like an Easter egg Quidditch one. That could be a laugh. But what we do need to do is we need to make sure that we save this so we can load it up whenever we like. But that looks so awesome. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode. Bye. That was bad. Bye. That's better.